Hi guys, welcome to Get Curried. This is the Bombay Chef Varun Inamdar, and what I bring to your kitchen today is butter chicken. Well, this is one of those gems that we end up ordering in a restaurant every time we place an order. Well, at least I do. So let's begin with this. Well, now there are two components to this recipe. One is the butter chicken, which is the chicken which we'll marinate, and the second one is the gravy. So first, let's begin with the chicken. I have some chunks of chicken here. I'm adding in a little bit of garlic paste, ginger paste, red chili powder and salt. Give it a nice mix. Well, I'm going to marinate the chicken pieces for 15-20 minutes. Well, now that the chicken has been marinating for some time, now let's start pan frying these. So I'm taking some oil. Now that the oil is medium hot, let's start frying these chicken pieces. Now that the chicken is almost done and ready, let's transfer this into another bowl. Well, this recipe has many reasons to be my favorite. One, because it tastes wonderful, and second, because it is absolutely made in the same pot. It's one of those which can actually be made in the same pot. You remember the word one pot recipe? This is one of those. I'm cutting this onion very roughly because eventually I'm going to run this into a mixer grinder. Now the same pan in which we had cooked our chicken goes in the chopped onion, and now I'm going to add in a little bit of oil, and since it's butter chicken, we're going to add in a spoonful of butter. We're going to lightly sweat these onions. There we go, we're almost ready. Next goes in roughly cut tomatoes, and along with this we're going to add in some cashew nuts. Once this is evenly mixed, I'm going to add in some water. And along with this, now goes in the garlic paste. Next goes in some salt, malt vinegar, some sugar, garam masala powder, and some red chili powder. I'm going to evenly mix this. Now that this mixture is nicely mixed and ready, we're going to let this mixture simmer for at least 15 to 20 minutes till the time the entire thing becomes nice and mushy, so that we can then run it into a mixer to a fine paste. Now that this mixture has become nice and soft, I'm going to turn the flame off and transfer this into another container. Now this container is where I'm going to use a hand blender and churn it into a fine puree. And now I blend it into a fine pulp. Now that this has pureed well, I'm going to strain this in the same pan. Well, butter chicken is also called chicken makhani. And makhani, for all we know, is not only butter, but it's also velvety smooth in English. So remember that it has to be nice and smooth and buttery. So while sieving this mixture, we have to make sure we press as much as we can so that there is absolute minimal wastage. And what we have here is nothing but the seeds and the skin of the tomatoes. Now I'm just reheating this gravy, and now is the time where goes in the butter, cream, kasoori methi and the chicken. So first goes in the butter. Next goes in some cream. Next goes in the chicken. Now finally goes in the crushed methi. Now I'll let this gravy simmer for 5 to 7 minutes, and here you have butter chicken just done and ready. Now let's start plating. Now finally goes in some fresh cream and some kasoori methi. Chicken makhan wala, chicken makhani or butter chicken, whatever the name is, the recipe remains the same. Do try it at home and do let us know how you like it. So here, this is for you.